Like most little boys, I dreamt of one day becoming a superhero. But then I grew up and realized I didn't quite have it in me. But there are people out there who truly believe they have special powers. People whose astonishing claims defy the laws of conventional science.
The scientists, they don't know what is the connection between mind and matter.
It's like the equivalent of Clark Kent going into the phone booth, emerging as Superman. So I'm traveling to the four corners of the earth to find the men and women revered by their cultures for their miraculous abilities. There's been very few times when my jaw has literally fallen to my knees. I'm going to stand face to face with these real-life incredibles. Oh, my God. Are you magnetic all the time? Whoa! I want to discover what we can learn from them. What the fuck? Can I try some telekinesis on you? Oh! Could we be superhuman too? My search for a miracle starts with people who can push their bodies to extremes. I'm looking for men and women who seem to possess unnatural levels of strength.
There you go, there you go.
The ability to fight off pain, and sometimes even death. Their claims fly in the face of conventional Western science, but some cultures still believe in the impossible. I'm heading for the Far East, where ancient faiths see the physical and spiritual as one. Well, we all have some sort of endurance, whether it's physical strength or pain endurance. But I'm looking for people who push these abilities to their absolute maximum, to an almost superhuman level. So I've traveled all the way out here to this remote village in West Java to meet a group who claim to be able to do just that. I've come to meet the Banten, a tribe revered throughout Indonesia for their ability to cut, burn and stab themselves, supposedly without injury or pain. Children as young as 7 are taught how to chant mantras, spells supposed to make them invulnerable to physical blows, fire and sharp objects. I've been warned. Watching them in action at this local festival won't be for the faint-hearted. Oh my God. This is just the start. Oh no, he's got a saw. It's unbelievable. Any normal person like me would need an anesthetic to attempt this. Yeah, this is absolutely incredible. This is like, I feel I'm seeing something that humans shouldn't really be able to do. How are they not really hurting themselves 50 badly or like bleeding to death? These ritual acts of self-torture are an extreme form of martial art called debus. The Banten have been performing them since the 17th century. This is actually something that's quite uncomfortable to watch. Oh my God. Like any witness here today, I'm required to make a donation. But they're clearly not just doing it for the money. Why do you do this sort of thing? Is it just to entertain the people, or does it serve some higher purpose?
Hanya untuk melestarikan seni budaya Dulus Banten.
Do you ever hurt yourself doing this?
Belum pernah.
Really? How is it possible? How do you do it?
Cuma satu penanggalnya. Berdoa kepada Allah dan minta pertolongannya. Insya Allah kita bisa dikabulkan.
Through the power of God. The Banten believe their god is giving them the power to withstand pain and injury. But as a skeptical Westerner, I'm not sure it's divine intervention that's protecting them. Watching the Banten has whetted my appetite for the extraordinary. I'm heading north to China, where everyday life and miracles have always coexisted. Sichuan province is home to the Shaolin monks. They're dedicated to mastering the body's secret potential and believe controlling an inner life force they call qi gives them powers beyond our Western understanding.
Ni hao. What have we got here then?
Chicken.
Chicken? Yeah, this place is great. I haven't seen any other Westerners here, so we seem to be rather the centre of attention. I feel like Johnny Depp. You're probably just wondering what this tall, curly freak is doing in their marketplace.
There's one monk I really want to find. It's said that he has harnessed his qi so successfully, he's almost indestructible.
Absolutely brilliant. He's meant to be the ultimate martial arts master. He entered the Shaolin Temple age 8. He's been training for 30 years. Amongst other things, he can put a drill to his own head and survive. And apparently they call him the Unbreakable Monk.
If I'm going to find a master of endurance, then surely this guy is it.
I've got to find this man.
Notoriously tricky Chinese bureaucracy means getting permission to film in a Shaolin temple could be mission impossible. In the meantime, I've come across another local figure, revered throughout China for his ability to push his body way beyond the pain barrier. Maybe he'll be able to show me what sets certain people apart from us mere mortals.
我叫杨光和，就是我要做一些常人做不到的事情，要证明自己虽然比较矮，所以呢，这人体虽然有些部位比较脆弱，但是你经过长期锤炼、长期磨练以后，它也会达到一定的功力，达到一定的承受能力。
I'm catching up with 38-year-old Yang in the city of Yingshan, where he's in the middle of a tour demonstrating his powers to his adoring fans.
Yang Wanghe,
你好，你好。
pleasure to meet you. Very much looking forward to seeing your feats of strength. This is your wife?
这边走吧。
Hello. Ni hao, ni hao.
走吧。
Yes, lead the way, lead the way.
I'm intrigued. What could this diminutive man possibly do to prove that he is capable of miraculous feats of strength?
上门你好，我明天就用这个车，我就用我的眼皮来拉动这辆车，
What?
你相信吗？
With your eyes?
对，就用眼皮拉的，
You've got to be kidding me. This is like 2 tons. This is a family saloon.
就是用2个这样的钩子，这样勾进去，然后这样把它拉走，对，就这样子的。
This is not possible. You're a crazy man, Yang Wangge.
Yang puts on regular death-defying shows to support his young family. And his notoriety has already brought crowds into town. But like them, I wasn't expecting his shocking opening act. Swallowing a live snake.
That was ridiculous.
But it's his eye-watering warm-up to the main event that really demonstrates his superhuman strength.
So you're going to lift these with your eyes, yeah? I just want to see how heavy these are. Wow. These are... They're pretty heavy. And he's going to put them these in his eye sockets, right there, and rests them on the sort of cartilage here.
Yang's gambling with his sight. It's an extraordinary risk he's taking.
But not only is he going to do that, he's going to stand on these meat cleavers.
He's relying on his flesh, cartilage and bone not breaking in a way it surely would for the rest of us.
How many fingers? How do you feel?
感觉很好，我的眼睛看得非常的清楚。
Whoa. That is not a pair of shoes that you want.
Thousands of miles away in Java, the Banten claim it's their god that gives them their power over pain. And with the stakes about to go much higher here, I wonder what force Yang is pinning his hopes on.
好，各位朋友们，接下来我将为他表演一个眼皮拉汽车，就是由我的，大家跟我一起走，好吧？来，过去看看。
Yang weighs less than 8 stone, which means the car is more than 30 times his own body weight.
I'm really worried about this one, actually. What if his face comes off?
就是我。
And what's unsettling me is it's the first time I've seen Yang look properly nervous.
I don't know if he's tried anything this big before. Everyone seems quite nervous around us. His expectation is growing.
等一下，你帮我把它打成空档，好不好？好好好好，试下看看，是空档了啊，啊，没问题了，没问题，那你就可以下车，下车了我就会表演这拉车，好吧？
I mean, seriously, if you were going to try and pull your own face off, this is exactly how you would go about it. You know what I mean?
I'm in the heart of China, looking for people with superhuman strength, people who challenge the limits of what we as humans are supposed to be capable of. And I'm about to witness something that defies belief. After years perfecting his power, pint-sized powerhouse Yang is about to test his astonishing ability by pulling a 2-ton car using eye power alone.
You worry that he's going to push it a bit too far. He's got his wife here, looks panic-stricken.
以前就经常就他每次出去的话就，哎呀，就担心这个担心那个，会不会哎呀怎么来的？
后面的人不要推啊，不要摸我的车，不要摸车啊，让远一点。
He's been around the car about 10 times, checked us in neutral. Is he going to actually manage to pull this thing? I don't know.
好，开始了啊！
后一点，压着你们的脚。
不要看镜头啊！ 来，帮他张组。啊！
You okay? You're back?
OK，
Oh, didn't just pull it. It was actually going quite fast at the end. How do you feel?
没有关系，我的眼睛现在只有一点点难受，但是一会儿就好了。
I can't quite believe what I've just witnessed. There must be a secret behind his strength.
How can you be strong here?
一般的不要随便去模仿，模仿的非常危险。如果一般的人如果有我这样的毅力的话，经过长期训练，其实每个人可以，但是呢，还是要分每个人的毅力有多强。对，就这样的。
So is it about channeling your strength? Say if I wanted a really strong little finger, could I get one through practice?
因为我人体是比较奇妙的，只要我们任何一个部位，包括小手指，还有只要你经过长期训练，同样可以达到很长的功力，包括鼻孔、耳朵都可以。
So, Yang puts his power down to nothing less than decades of focused training. He believes we could all do more than we ever dreamed possible if we trained hard enough. But I came looking for miracles, something that would stop a Western scientist in his tracks. I need to meet the death-defying monk, a man who claims he can take an electric drill to his skull and survive. And I've just heard from my man on the ground.
So Dylan, what's the latest news on the Unbreakable Monk?
Well, I checked with Jinfu Temple. This time, you probably can't go there.
Disappointing.
It will take some time to get the permission,
Oh,
which
okay.
is sad. But I still think we have the chance to get there at some point. Hopefully, we can get
We
it.
still get it.
Yeah.
The Unbreakable Monk, broken by red tape.
For the moment, coming face to face with the unbreakable monk is on hold. So I'm on my way to another superpower, the USA, where I'm hoping to find the scientific explanation for why some people possess superhuman strength. I'm in Vegas, where I've been told I can find the real-life Incredible Hulk, a man so strong he defies belief.
Nick has been just phenomenal this year at World's Strongest Man.
Only a few years ago, until he made himself one of the strongest men on the planet. Nick Best wasn't so different to you and me. Nick's taken his body to the limit in pursuit of fame. Maybe he'll help me push mine to the next level. It's not my usual mode of transport, but I brought this school bus because I've got a super strength challenge up my sleeve. But first, I better make my introductions. Nick lives with his 2 kids and wife, Callie.
Riding in on the horse. Hi, Nick. Wow, that's a handshake.
Hi, I just washed my hands. Are wet. Nice to meet
Hi,
you, Callie.
nice to
How
meet
are
you,
you?
Callie.
Welcome.
I'm used to being the big guy in the room. I feel like the dweeby kind of nerdy kid.
No, not at all.
I'm suddenly like Woody Allen.
And even our dog is strong.
Oh, wow.
I'm thinking fat might be a more accurate description, but I don't think I'll mention it.
Show me your
Yeah.
abs.
Yes, please.
See, now that's not
Whoa. Now that's what you call a 6-pack, isn't it? What about mine? Well, you know, I mean,
Not bad.
You might need
not so much a 6-pack as a,
a little bit of work.
I don't know, like a 1-pack.
But you
Is
can
there such a
get
thing?
there.
Do you think I'm ready to get strong?
Are you? I think you're ready to do a little training.
Yeah. I want to really get into the spirit of this, so I'm going to go and get into my gym kit. I just hope Nick's not too intimidated by my physique. Hey, guys. Here I am.
My favorite part about Simon's outfit is definitely the socks and the shoes.
Yeah,
I like that. It's a good look for you.
I don't want to get inside your head and mess with your juju.
I'm not sure he's taking me seriously.
Hey, Simon. Hey, I need you to help me keep pace.
Keep pace.
Yeah. I'm gonna go down there pretty fast, and I just want you to see if you can keep up with me.
Run alongside.
Yeah.
Nick puts his body through a grueling 50 hours of training a week, and his favourite strongman event is the yoke. lifting this 71-stone contraption, the equivalent of lifting 5 of me, and running with it.
That is, you can't move this.
It's 3 hips for it. It pops right up.
That's me throwing my hips forward. Like Elvis.
I think I better leave this to the professionals.
Okay, ready?
Competitor, take your grip. Set, go.
There you go, there you go.
You took a chunk of the tarmac out of the road.
Yeah, he likes to eat
It's
the road a little
unbelievable.
bit.
That was so fast.
Just like the other people I've met, Nick's had to learn to master pain.
He's like superhuman.
If Nick managed to change his entire physique in pursuit of glory, does that mean we could too?
I think it's kind of a combination of whether somebody can attain what I can or not. You do have to have some genetic disposition for it. Some of it's drive, some of it's will, some of it's just not being smart enough to stop.
But then I discover this man of steel is actually a big softie.
I do this, I go through this. Everything I do is for them. I love them. Without the family, without the unit, without that, life is empty. Without them, this means nothing.
I can't resist putting Nick's strength to the test. He's got the love, so I'm setting him a superhuman challenge, pulling the school bus I arrived in.
You've done a lot of hard stuff today. You know, you don't have to. It was just a kind of funny idea, really. You sure?
No worries. This is what I do. It's not a problem.
Pulling a 10-ton bus, a staggering 75 times his own body weight, isn't something even Nick has tried before.
Or they can sit on it. Okay. Are you ready? Okay, you call it. Ready, set, go.
This will test the limits of his extraordinary strength.
Good. Give it a good pull. There we go. Little step.
Go on, Nick.
Come on, Nick. Pressure right there. There you go.
Come on, Nick. Nick, come on.
There we go, Nick. Come on,
Chop it, chop it, chop it. Let's go. There you go, there you go.
Woo! Babe! Nice.
I'm glad I brought that bus now.
Awesome. Awesome.
That was great.
What did you guys think? Should Dad drive you to school that way?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would that be embarrassing?
No.
No?
Be embarrassing for the other dads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh!
Whoa. All the way up. I'm shattered. And I didn't even do anything. I was just watching. But you know what struck me is, it's not just pumping iron that makes Nick that level above the rest. I think it's about his mental attitude. He's so driven and focused. I think that that's what elevates him. I'm beginning to think a lot of this strength malarkey is all in the mind. Maybe I can think myself stronger. Easier than pulling bosses, isn't it? I'm halfway through my adventure around the planet, hoping to understand why some people have the strength to push their bodies through extreme pain. And I'm in Vegas, to meet a man who, unlike the other people I've met, has been tested by scientists looking for answers. Zamora is a legendary entertainer who can withstand extraordinary levels of pain. And he has a bewitching power over his audience.
I've had people faint. I've had times when multiple people have fainted in the audience. There are people who have tried to do shows like this. I know people, and within 6 months have ended up in intensive care.
Zamora tours the world with his shocking act. It's his personal tribute to the great American sideshows of the 1930s and 40s, a tradition where death-defying stunts would pull huge crowds.
I've got an incredible respect for the acts and where they come from and the danger. I'm always aware of the danger.
Zamora's gritty performance is a million miles from the glitz of the Vegas Strip. And as I head off the tourist trail, I wonder what I'm letting myself in for.
Okay, so I've got my ticket to see Zamora, the Torture King. I'm a little apprehensive, quite excited, but I just hope I've got the stomach for it.
As well as first-timers like me, there are some hardcore devotees in the audience who have traveled from all over the States for a chance to see their idol in action.
I think Zamora the Torture King has a grasp over mind-body control and going past the threshold of pain, because every time it surprises me and scares me.
Zamora is a unique person because he reminds me a lot of Houdini, because what Houdini did in his day was the real thing, and there's nothing fake about what Zamora does.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zamora, also known as the Torture King.
I'm already feeling a bit queasy as Zamora opens his act by eating a light bulb. And I've been assured it's real glass. But this is just the beginning. He's not earned his title, King of Torture, for nothing. But I'm really starting to worry as the knives come out.
Join me on stage.
And I can't escape being dragged into the sharp end of his show.
Oh my God.
Take the cinder block?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's pretty heavy, actually. That's a real one, then.
Yes, it is a real one.
Oh my
Across
God.
my chest.
I mean, I'm not a construction worker, you know. You ready?
Yeah.
No amount of money would tempt me to make my living this way, but 50-year-old Zamora has been doing it for 20 years, and all for just $500 a night. And he saved his best, or is that worst, till last.
First one's gonna go through the forearm. Deep into the muscle, so deep it's gonna rub against the bone before it pops out the other side.
Watching this is the most painful thing I've seen to date.
Number two, the bicep. Tell by the look in your face, sir, you're not close to
It's obvious to me that this is no magic trick or illusion. He really is skewering that steel spike right through the muscle and out the other side.
go under the tongue. Keep pushing through the glands. Keep pushing through the muscles. Keep pushing till it pops out under my chin. Right next to my throat.
Well, that was astonishing, bizarre, outrageous. It's quite interesting watching it with an American audience because they get really enthusiastic and they're like going, yeah, push it in! And I couldn't sort of laugh or applaud. I was just gobsmacked and just thinking that looks so painful and how can he possibly do that without even flinching?
I know we all have different pain thresholds, but Zamora's a one-off as he doesn't seem to feel anything. He's agreed to come with me to see Dr. Joshua Prager, a world expert on pain management, in the hope he'll have some answers. Prager's been testing Zamora for the past 10 years. I'm hoping he'll explain his unique talent.
We have to really make a distinction between the sensation of pain and the experience of pain. And the experience of pain is the suffering you feel, and the sensation is just, I feel it. Now, what Tim can do is he can actually turn off the suffering by getting himself into a certain state so that even though we see that that pain information is getting right to the place where you feel it, the whole experience of the suffering hurting gets turned off so that he doesn't hurt, so he can take as much pain as he wants.
So how do you get yourself into that state?
There's various techniques, visualization techniques I use where I can imagine the pain as a color of having form, and then I change the form and I change the color and kind of make it into a cloud that can dissipate, or it's like water that'll flow away from me. There's the techniques of where you look at yourself from outside yourself. You see yourself watching yourself, and then it's not something you're experiencing. This is the dissociation method. Basically, instead of having pain being this thing that's controlling you, you change the relationship you have with pain.
So can we all control our pain like Tim does, or is Tim's brain different?
You know, Simon, it's a difficult question. I mean, clearly he has a special ability. Now, to some extent, all of us have that ability within us. It probably requires some practice. I don't know, Tim, did you practice early?
Yes, I was very young when I heard about things like self-hypnosis, and on my own began to study and practice this. I mean, very young, before I was, 10 years old.
So while everyone else was out playing football and roller skating, you were in your room doing pain control.
And Tim, you might say, is the world champion of internal pain control.
I'll take that now.
Pain man.
Yes.
Zamora's mastered his body's natural response through his ability to control his mind. And Dr. Prager thinks it's possible for us all to do the same if we had Zamora's dedication. But I still want to find a miracle out there. Someone or something whose superhuman powers defy scientific explanation.
Hi, Dylan, it's Simon. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
It's the news I've been waiting for from China. Finally, I've got the all clear to meet the legendary death-defying monk. I might yet find my mythical superhero. I'm back in the heart of China, where I've finally got the opportunity to meet the unbreakable monk.
Well, this is the absolute pinnacle of what I've been searching for. It's been an epic journey, an odyssey. And I've finally got the chance to meet this guy. Unbreakable Monk, we're coming to find you.
Hu Qiyong claims to take the power of Qi to an insane level.
38-year-old martial arts master Hu Qiyong's power to survive death-defying feats of extreme endurance
This is a serious piece of metal.
have brought him superhero status, not just in China, but across the globe.
我叫福琼，13岁到湖南嵩山少林寺。刚开始呢是由于呢我的身体比较差。
Hu believes it's his qi, the Chinese term for internal power, which gives him the ability to stop lethal objects from penetrating his body.
这个金钟罩铁布衫呢，它是刚开始是从练气、运气、拍打，然后进行那个肢体的那个抗击打能力的那个锻炼，是逐步的练习出来的。这个我走上现在这种也算成功的这一个路了。
After a 4-hour train ride, I reach Hugh's hometown. I expected to meet this mythical figure inside a temple, not down a dusty side street.
Mr. Hu, ni hao. It's an honor to finally meet you. Thank you so much for seeing me. It means thank you very much.
Is this unassuming figure really the legendary Unbreakable Monk?
It's been a long journey.
Yeah.
Western science has no explanation for qi, but he's brought me here to teach me how to summon mine, to prove its powers are real.
So this is a beginner's technique. Okay, great.
All I have to do is ram a very sharp-looking stick into my stomach to see how far I can bend it.
Okay, so let me try it first without any training. See what I can do. Okay. It really hurt. It really hurts. What can I do to improve here?
我就教你2个动作，先把气运在腹部，然后呢，发力的时候要干脆一下子啪，这样就往前。
Oh, see, I was going for a slow routine. You got to do it fast.
对。
Okay. All right.
你看。
Over the next few minutes, Hu gives me a crash course in summoning my inner qi successfully. I'm not convinced this is going to work, but there's only one way to find out.
Okay, and I can scream? It's better to scream, okay.
I'm glad about that, as I've got a feeling this is really going to hurt.
Quite nervous about this. Right. Okay. Ow! Thank you. Wow, I did quite a lot. It was quite a bend. So I'm on my way to becoming unbreakable. Thank you. I think that was the first one and that was the second. It felt easier. It felt actually easier the second time. Just because of the breath and all the noise I was making and distracted me from the pain, actually.
I can't be sure if qi really exists, or whether it's simply an ancient Chinese version of mind over matter. But it seemed to work on me, and tomorrow will be the ultimate test for Hu.
I can't imagine what Mr. Hu's capable of like 30 years of doing that sort of training, day in, day out, for hours on end. Wow, can't wait to see what he gets up to. Ah!
The next day, I'm finally at the gates of the Jingfu Temple. I'm here to see if Hugh really can defy death by using nothing other than his inner life force to stop an electric drill penetrating his skull. Shaolin, or warrior monks, have been training here since the 14th century. Novices begin as young as 5 years old. Brutal Shaolin discipline develops mental and physical strength side by side. And Hugh, the unbreakable monk, is the ultimate master.
Before he does his task, he changes, his face changes, his body changes. It's like he metamorphosizes into something else. I don't know what, but he does it.
Hugh's first feat is to balance on 3 potentially lethal spikes, one just millimeters from his windpipe.
He's putting his life in extreme danger. Hard enough just to get himself on those spikes. But then someone puts a stone on him and then hits it with a sledgehammer. How does it not? It hasn't got pierced the skin, even.
就是把那个针器要调动起来，然后运到你自己要使用的部位。
Can I touch it?
可以，可以吗？
Oh, it's hot. It's got its own energy. When I was watching you, I felt the kind of pain. I thought you were going to end up kebabbed.
It's a mystery to me exactly how Hugh has stopped the spike skewering his body. But if that isn't impressive enough, I'm about to witness the most dangerous feat of them all. Hugh's fabled ability to survive drilling a hole in his own head. But before I see it for myself, I want to check that it's a real working drill.
Sounds like a drill. Looks like a drill. Can I try it on a
这
bit
里
of wood?
我这里有一块木头，
Okay,
有一块木头，对。
Yeah, I can confirm that is a drill, a very dangerous drill.
好，上了，你就拿这个电钻来钻我的那个太阳穴。
Me? No, I thank you, Mr. Hu, but I couldn't possibly drill a hole in your head. It's not. I don't feel very comfortable doing that. But I'm happy for someone else to do it if you are.
来吧，那位小妹妹，来。
Funnily enough, the rest of the crowd aren't keen either.
这里来了，这里。
Someone must want to drill a hole in Mr. Hu's head.
场面大一点嘛，没事。
And I'm relieved I'm off the hook when 3 volunteers finally step forward.
Good for you. I can't even put up a shelf at home.
哎，对，更大一点，哎，对，还大，哎，对，然后你。
It's the moment I've been waiting for. But I'm so nervous, all I want to do is leave. I'm willing Hugh to muster as much chi as is humanly possible to stop that drill from penetrating his skull.
Yeah, he was kind of bleeding a little bit. It sort of went in a little bit. Did it hurt?
没有，它是那个皮，摩擦，
I'm truly amazed by what I've just witnessed. I could see no magic or tricks, but something stopped that going horribly wrong.
The skull is perfectly normal. You don't have any metal plates or anything.
没有，可以看一下。
Apparently, when he summons his chi, he becomes capable of incredible things that no normal person can do. It's kind of like the equivalent of Clark Kent going into the phone booth, you know, and emerging as Superman. That's kind of blown my mind, what I've just seen there. If I'd have read about him in a comic when I was a kid, I'd have gone, yes, that's the superhero for me. He's the guy I want around. How does it feel when you're doing it? What's going through your mind?
这个冲击钻呢，它会往里面打，只是在转的时候呢，往里面打的时候，有那个眼睛呢会冒那个火星。
In my search for a miracle, I've witnessed some incredible people. But for me, Hugh's inexplicable powers put him in a league of his own.
I think he's demonstrated that he's kind of reached a pinnacle of where strength can take you. He's about the closest you can get to a superhuman.
He may not be a higher being, but he's living proof that if we put our minds to it, anything is possible. Next time, I meet the stars of the magnetic world.
I think he's got some abilities, for sure.
And get the shock of my life
Beep, beep.
when the sparks start to fly.
Viva, viva.